This is how you can recover housing fund and PAYE difference from July in August, assuming that you paid your employees before you made the changes for Finance Act 2023. So let me open payslips. This is how you want your payroll to look in August. You want to be able to do these recoveries like this. Now, I want to delete the whole month so that we start from scratch. So let's do delete. Fine. So you would first come to August, copy previous month as you normally do, and you can process your payslips. So it will just look like your normal. So this is very similar to what I had before, except for this variable figure. So the first thing you do, go back to July and get your housing fund. Just use the housing fund levy report. Use this export complete schedule. So let's go to XLSX, export. You export it. Now once you have the report here, the figure that you want to recover is this HFMP, the employee portion of the housing fund. So delete everything else except the name. So you highlight the tops of the columns and click delete, highlight, delete, and we save it. Let's just leave that open. So that's that. The second thing that we need is the PAYE difference. So what I want you to do is to get the taxable pay from July. The easiest way you can do that is to come to spreadsheet views. So make sure you're in July still. Go to spreadsheet views, open this payroll summary, close what opens, because I want to export it. But you make sure you leave payroll summary there. Click this big button, export XLSX. It comes here. It opens. I want name and I want TP, which is taxable pay. TP is this. Everything else I want deleted. So again, click on the tops of the columns, delete everything this side, go back, employee, come across to where TP is, highlight, delete, and you can remove these two as well. So I have my taxable pay for July. Why do I have this? Because I want to recalculate my PAYE. So the first thing I would do now once I have the taxable pay is to sort this by, come here, sort largest to smallest, and delete everyone with salary less than 500,000. So in my case, I only have 2 people. These are the only guys who are going to have a change. Now I will have sent you, so save this. I will have sent you this schedule which has formulas. Let me open it. It has formula for old PAYE and new PAYE for people above 500,000. So now what you do, go back to this sheet, copy the name and the amount. Don't copy the titles. Copy, bring them here and paste. Okay, so now you can see my formulas have calculated the old PAYE and new PAYE for this person. So what you do now is highlight the 3, and depending on how many people you have, copy those formulas all the way down. If you have many people, you'll need to copy all the way down to all your employees. In my case, I only have 2 people. So this is the difference. So let's save that. Now, next thing I want to do is to go back to this. Let's close this one. TP. You should now have your housing fund and your difference in PAYE. So if we go to housing fund and sort also by the amount, so that the people at the top are the people with the big salaries, make sure the order is correct. In my case, it's John Brown and Lucy. So you can come and copy these two. That's the difference. So copy. Now when you come back to this sheet, you right click and you click this to copy the values, so that now if you just paste, it will paste the formula which is not correct. So you can title this PAYE difference. It's not necessary, but you can do that. Next thing you want to do is to get totals. So say equals plus PAYE difference, and do a total for everybody. Okay, so let's call this recovery. So that's what I want to recover. Now I want you to put notes here. For these people who have PAYE and housing fund, say July housing fund plus PAYE difference. Yeah, we can just call it that. July housing fund plus PAYE. Let's say for July 2023. Let's say housing fund plus PAYE difference for July 2023. So you copy that to, let's say, up to there. Then for this one, you want to remove plus PAYE difference. Let's just say for July. Housing fund for July. Okay. So you have those notes. So I have my recovery and I have my notes. Save that. Let's close this. You can close that one. So what I want now is my employee names, my recovery amount, and my notes. Now go back to your PayslipMaker. In pay types, make sure you have a voluntary deduction that you can import those figures to. So I've activated this recovery. So it was off before. Let's say I wanted to use this custom deduction. I would just say variable and it would come here. But in my case, I had done that before using this recovery. That's the one I'm going to use. So how do I do that now? So come now to August. Go to this input shortcut and tools. Come here, import from Excel. Leave these options like this. Click get employees. Once you have that, export that to Excel as XLSX. It's called importer exporter. It will open. Okay, so I'm set now. I want you to delete just the names from this sheet. Then go to your sheet where you have this information. Click the names. The reason we deleted the other ones was because we want them in the order that we have them. So now I have my employee names in the order of this sheet. Then I want to copy these two columns without the tops, without the headings. Copy and paste here in new amount, but right click and say do values again, because if you just paste, let's remove the wrap text. If you just paste, it will paste the formulas, not the figures. So you should now have your sheet looking like this. The names, leave these amounts with 0. The names and the new amount and the notes. So save that and close it. Remember, it's that file that we can close everything. If we go to this, remember that is this file. So now you come, same form, this import from Excel. If you had closed it by mistake, remember you go to input shortcuts and tools, you come to import from Excel. Now get the path of that file, which is this one. Once you have the path here, click import from Excel. If you had done it correctly, it should import looking like this. Then you click here match names. Make sure every name is matched to what it's supposed to be matched to. Then you come here, select that pay type. In my case, it was recovery, and say you add to payslips. Here we have August. So when you say add to payslips, it will confirm you're about to update payslips for August 2023. Proceed, say yes. That will bring your figures here. Now, why can't you see anything else? Because it automatically filters by that pay type. So you can say all filters off. And we are now at the position we want. We have our salaries, normal salaries, but we've imported the recoveries for these people. Those who only have housing fund should have your housing fund for July 2023. Those who have housing fund and PAYE difference, it should look like that. So that's what you can do. And then of course, now that the figures are there, you want to process so that you have the deduction done. And that's it. Now if you look at the payslips, you will see that you have those recoveries. let's look at somebody's payslip. Like in this person's case, housing fund. No, that's different. Where is it? Here. Recovery housing fund for July. And if we look at the guy with the bigger salary, this is John Brown. Here, recovery housing fund plus PAYE difference for July. Here. So it deducts from his net to give him his net cash. His net pay is minus that. And that's what you want.